Roll for Crit is coming at you right now from the state of New Jersey, a state in which it is currently recommended that we do not leave our homes for safety reasons. We are taking those precautions, but that's not going to stop us from putting out new content for you. That's why we are coming to you via satellite, talking to each other over the internet waves to bring you your weekly board game releases for March 23rd, 2020.
Starting off our weekly releases is Azul Crystal Mosaic. This is an expansion for the Azul game, which includes new boards, which of course include new challenges for experienced Azul players. Conspiracy Abyss Universe is the conspiracy game with that Abyss theme. If you don't know, Abyss was a game that released a while ago about deep sea sort of political intrigue. In this game, you'll be collecting cards of different colors or numbers, trying to arrange them in a pyramid, and when you complete the pyramid, you will score your pyramids to see who had the most points. Cowboy Bebop's Space Serenade is a deck-building game based on the Cowboy Bebop property. You'll take the role of one of the main characters, trying to collect bounties, improve your deck, and of course use gas to go to different planets. The Crew, The Quest for Planet 9, is a cooperative trick-taking game when you will have to work together through 50 missions, each mission getting progressively harder. However, even though it's cooperative, each player has their own individual goal that must be completed in order for that mission to be a success. Downforce Wild Ride adds 2 new maps to Downforce. One includes ramps, which means that there are alternate paths for the cars to take, while another one is a safari zone where there will actually be animals crossing the board. They'll usually bother the person who's in lead, and they tend to move once they are passed, meaning that the people behind the lead car will have a better advantage to catch up. Dungeons & Dragons has a new book, Explorer's Guide to Wildemount. This is based on the critically acclaimed Dungeons & Dragons show from Critical Role, in which you will now be able to take place in the Wildemount world. You, of course, will be able to deal with the political intrigue, the monsters, and, of course, all the other little new things introduced in the role-playing game based on Matt Mercer's work. Then we have Flying Goblin. This is a dexterity game where you will actually be using the base of the box to have a little castle, while you have a wooden catapult which you use to fling wooden goblin meeples. You, of course, will also upgrade yourselves with totems and, of course, more soldiers because you'll need more goblins to fling over the walls.
The Isle of Cats is a game about collecting cats using fish and baskets and putting them into different arrangements on your own personal ship. Depending on the layouts and the colors and how you pair them up, you'll get different points at the end of the game. Legendary, the Marvel deck-building game, has a new expansion, Heroes of Asgard. This one includes Thor, a new version of Thor, Lady Sif, as well as some other classic fan-favorite Thor characters, and villains such as Hela and Malekith. So look out for that one. Mystic Vale also has an expansion this week. It's called Nemesis. This one introduces new types of leaders known as Titans. It has a new mechanic called Curses. Some abilities that you take will give you curse tokens, which detract from your score at the end of the game, as well as a variant for a solo mode of Mystic Vale, something you may be in need of during this time in our country's history. Then we've got Starcadia Quest. This is a new standalone game in the Arcadia Quest series from CMON. It is similar gameplay, but this time, of course, it has a science fiction theme. It's got a brand new campaign for you to play through, new gear, new equipment, new adventures. Stellar is a new one from Renegade Game Studios. This one is all about looking up into the night sky with your telescope. You'll be collecting cards that represent planets or other celestial bodies and trying to get points based on how they are looking in your personal telescope. And at the end of the game, you'll have a nice little array, a little tableau of what you've seen. Stop Thief from Restoration Games now has a second edition. This one is very similar to the original, but it has a couple of new tweaks that specifically enhance the co-op mode, some new abilities, plus this comes with some updates for the app. Wonder Woman Challenge of the Amazons is out this week as well. It's from Ravensburger. It's a cooperative game. You'll be playing as Wonder Woman and some of her heroic friends, trying to protect the Amazons from villains, including Ares.
So definitely an interesting time for board games, especially when you're a little bit sequestered, depending on where you are in the world. Some of these games are really cool. I mean, 2 restoration games that I really love, Stop Thief, really enjoy that, and Downforce, those maps sound really cool. I love the idea behind the animals, though instead of it being like a safari zone, it really should just been a bunch of deer. because there's nothing worse than deer on the road.
There's nothing worse, unless maybe moose if you're in Alaska or something. By the way, worth pointing out for the Stop Thief 2nd Edition, they will be selling, maybe they have it up somewhere already, I'm not sure, a small upgrade pack if you already have the 1st edition. So
that is very
you can
nice.
just grab that. It's honestly pretty cheap, so you might just want to pick up the 2nd edition whole cloth and just do it all together. Yeah, there are some. These are also, by the way, some of these were from last week or roughly maybe the week before. Releases from the last couple of weeks. Of course, Legendary is an exciting one, and I actually think there's some cool characters from the Thor lore in there that haven't been in the game, and I'm excited to see. Also, the Warriors 3 are in there, so
let's see if it stays in stock.
Yeah, let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, I got my copy on the way.
Oh, thank God. That was what I was worried about, because I think you're still missing the one before that.
I'm getting that one too. Don't worry. It's all coming together for the eventual Legendary Rankings Part 2. Someday.
So I think the big one we got to talk about is the Dungeons & Dragons book. Critical Role has definitely helped bring Dungeons & Dragons to the forefront, and right now, Dungeons & Dragons is one of the things that you can easily do over Skype. So
that is true. Great time for that release.
Fantastic time.
Yeah, we would have and will hopefully at some point in the future have a review for the Wonder Woman game. We've got a copy of it, but right now, a little bit of a delay on that probably, but something that we'll hopefully get the chance to try for ourselves shortly. But yeah, so those are some cool releases, and as of this time, I think they're still shipping these games out to you. So if you're looking for something to do, there's some good options on this list.
Let us know how you are interacting with the hobby, especially how a lot of us, as you can see with this video, are sort of self-isolating ourselves at home. Are you doing things online over Skype or Tabletopia? Or do you have family members you're able to play with? Do they even want to play board games with you? You can let us know in those comments down below.
Stay tuned to our channel. We will be putting out some more regular videos over the course of the week, including some that we already recorded back on our set, and maybe some more using the magic of technology, as you're seeing right now.
We're still working on the holograms.
It'll come soon. We're going to get that going. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Will.
And this was Roll for Crit.
Support our Patreon, like this video, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing.
Watch more of our content now to hold back Cthulhu's madness.